Today is Wednesday, April 29th, 2020. Welcome to Virtual Learning with Mrs. Ceccarelli. We're going to start by practicing our blending today. Ready? E, three, three. Straw, straw. Shrill, shrill. Excellent. All three of these words have a three-letter blend at the beginning of the word. Let's learn a little bit more. For our sound of the week, we're looking at three-letter blends.
When three consonants get together, they make a gang. A gang of three. S, k, skr, eam, scream. Finding a gang of three in a word helps you break it into smaller chunks, making it easier to read and spell. Here are some more consonants that make a gang of three. Thr, o, throw. Spr, ing, spring. Shra, ink, shrink. Stra, ong, strong. Spla, ash, splash.
Awesome. So let's practice reading some of these words using those three-letter blends and chunking them together to help us read quicker. Scrub, scrub. Spur, aid, sprayed. Stir, eat, street. Spill, ash, splash. Ink, shrink. Thrilling, thrilling. Spread, spread. Scream. Thread, thread. Shriek, shriek. Splinters. Strike, strike. Excellent. Get your timers ready. We have some new words. Put your timer for 1 minute and see how many words you can read. Remember, try to chunk your word. Do the beginning three-letter blend and then the rest of the word. It'll help you read a little faster. Pause here and try. 1 minute. Ready? Go! Ready to check your work? Read with me. Sprint, sprout, spruce, sprung, sprain, spring, strand, strange, strap, straw, stray, streak, stream, street, stress, stretch, strict, stride, strike, string, strip, stripe, strive, strong, stroke. Excellent. Let's look at those vocabulary and high frequency words. Before. They read before going to bed. Front. The dog walks in front of the girl. Heard. Have you heard Dad play? Push. Mom will push the sled. Tomorrow. I hope it will be sunny tomorrow. Your. I'm glad to meet your mom. Difficult. This puzzle is difficult to do. Nobody. Nobody is on the porch. Let's dive a little deeper. Remember, nobody means no person. Nobody is on the porch. Well, why might nobody be home? Maybe they're out. But because there are no people or persons on the porch, nobody is there. And difficult. This puzzle is difficult to do. That means that it's not easy. It could be really hard, like reading, writing. Those are some things that could be very difficult. Take out your practice book. I want you to turn to page 311, rip out the page, and read the story along with me. We're going to focus on theme. Remember, theme is the message, big idea that's shared with the readers. We find the clues within the text and find that text evidence to help us figure out what the theme is. This is page 311. Fold it into a book. Read it with me. Sue's surprise. It was Sue's birthday, but her mom and dad were away. She was staying at Aunt Jane's. She felt sad. Her birthday's hopes shrank. Sue always had a birthday picnic with Mom and Dad. The three of them had fun. But what would you do with Aunt Jane? Time for our silly supper, said Aunt Jane. On birthdays, I like to eat out of order. We'll start with strawberry cake, said Aunt Jane. Then we will have pasta. Sue smiled. This would be a good birthday. Now you can practice on your own. Take 2 minutes, turn to page 313, and reread the story and then answer the questions. You're going to match the story clue to the picture about it. For number 4, you're going to answer the question, what's the theme of the story? Use these clues to help you. Go ahead, set a timer for 2 minutes. Okay, ready? Number 1, Sue was sad that her mom and dad were away. Which picture shows that clue from the story? That's right, picture C. Number 2, Sue always had a picnic with Mom and Dad. Remember, she was thinking about this, so which picture matches this clue? B. And number 3, time for a silly supper, said Aunt Jane. That leaves A. Very nice. How do these clues help us figure out what the theme of the story was? Well, remember, this week we're looking at those traditions that we read in the other story. Traditionally, she had a picnic with Mom and Dad. Now she's having a silly supper with Aunt Jane. So what could the theme be? What's our main idea? Well, I wrote, sometimes new traditions can be fun. What did you write? Take a picture and send it to me so I can see as well. Compound words. Remember, compound words are when two small words make one long one.
Listen up. Take two words and make them one. What do you get? All compound words. Take two words and make them one. What do you get? All compound words. Take the word base and take the word ball. Put them together and what do you get? You get baseball. Take the word sun and take the word shine. Put them together and what do you get? You get sunshine. Take the word play and take the word ground. Put them together and what do you get? You get playground. Take the word fire and take the word house. Put them together and what do you get? You get firehouse.
Awesome. That's right. So we're going to look at compound words where we take two small words to make a long one. Well, remember, you can use the small words to help find the definition of the large compound word. I didn't put the right. It's 314. Turn to your page 314 in your turn practice book. You're going to draw a line between the two smaller words in each compound word and then use those words to help you find the meaning. Just like bird and house. Birdhouse. A birdhouse is a house for birds to live in. The two small words, bird and house, give us the definition and meaning. Pause here and finish. For number 5, don't forget, use a compound word above to make a sentence. Ready to check your answers? Number 1, a toolbox is a box to carry tools. Number 2, a snowball is a ball made of snow. Number 3, toothbrush is a brush to clean teeth. And 4, a book bag is a bag to carry books. Send a picture so I can see what your sentence was using a compound word above. The last thing we're looking at is inflectional endings. Remember, inflectional endings use ed or ing to know when that happened. If it's an ing, that means it's happening right now. If you use ed, it means it happened in the past. Let's watch some videos that help us learn it. Here's for ing, meaning it's happening now. Introducing ing.
Meet. Meeting. Kick. Kicking. Kicking. Twirl. Twirling.
He is twirling right now.
Walk. Walking. Walking.
They are walking out of sight. That happened right then. Now D travels to the past. We've practiced this a lot. Now I do want to talk about how ed, can make different sounds.
Hello, my friend. It is me, E.D. But you can call me Ed. I make 3 sounds. Id, hunted. D, played. T, helped. you talking about, fool? Your words are confusing the T. That's me. If you make my sound, then people are going to get confused. How will they know which of us to use? Why, it is easy, my friend. An ED will only go at the end of a real word. Here is a real word, and so I go at the end. But I am making the sound T. Help. T. Helped. The T is the only letter going at the end of these words. But if you take away the T, you will see that this is not a real word. Well, what about the D? For D, it is the same. This is a real word, and so I go at the end. But I am making the sound D. Film. D. Filmed. But these words have a D. But if you take away the D, then you will see that what is left is not a real word. So this is not the place for ED. Well, I get it now. The T and the D are part of a word. ED is only used if there is a real word already. Just listen to the T. There's no ED when you've got me. That's the letter T. But the T won't be when there's a word already. So you can use ED instead of me. Oh, but it's the T that's keeping it real all along. Yeah.
Awesome job. Well, that is something that we need to practice. Remember, you can't take the T or D away and it not be a real word, then it isn't the ED. When we have a verb, we want to make sure that you add the ED at the end when it's already happened. Even though it says jumped and it's saying the T sound, it's meaning that you jumped already. It already happened. And it's Ed. He's just trying to trick you by making a different sound. Well, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Read for 20 minutes and go on Lexia for 20 minutes. I'll talk to you tomorrow. As always, I miss you a ton. Bye, everyone.